There is something security professionals have understood for years. There is no single security solution that will work all the time. Not in hospitals, not in housing, not in events, not in commercial buildings, not in shopping centers. The reason we bring this up is recently in Saskatchewan, leaders gathered for a roundtable discussion about hospitality security following several high profile incidents. The tone of the meeting was familiar: concern, reflection, and then finally recognition that there is no simple solution. For those of us that have been working in security for many years now, that realization is not new. It's an environment that the frontline operates in every day. After an incident, the public conversation usually reaches for one corrective lever, ignoring all the others. Maybe more de escalation training, more AI cameras, more public resources. Each of those has a value. None of them are standalone. Politicians tend to often emphasize de escalation because it's or what they think their base wants to hear. And de escalation matters, but it requires two willing participants. Escalation only requires one. Advocates of technology also often point to AI cameras and enhanced surveillance systems. And we will agree that detection does matter. But detection without an effective response is just documentation, it's not protection. Proponents of emergency management tell us to rely on the professionals, police, paramedics, crisis teams as a solution. Yet, all across Canada, these systems are operating at or beyond their capacity. They are stretched thin. This is not a reflection on their organizations. The calls are outpacing the staff available. And now we see another pattern emerging. Instead of strengthening professional security standards, some jurisdictions are just reframing the role. In Hamilton, there was a debate about shifting away from traditional security guard positions towards softer branded alternatives, emphasizing presence and de escalation rather than formal security, calling these community officers. In British Columbia, hospitals for many years have talked about relationship security officers, and that has been met with mixed results, as we previously reported, with one of them being assaulted almost every second day. We want to be clear: engagement matters, de escalation matters, but changing the title does not change the risk. If frontline security are still expected to intervene when situations escalate, then authority, training, and protection must align with that expectation. Otherwise, we're not redesigning security, all we're doing is redistributing the risk. Security professionals have lived in that gap for years. We are asked to manage volatiles shaped by mental health, addiction, crisis, overcrowded systems, policy limitations. We do not create the conditions, but we are expected to manage the risk when the conditions materialize, often without consistent national training standards, often without the right authority, often without full integration into the broader safety framework. The Saskatchewan Roundtable is not a failure. I want to be very clear about that. Just the fact that they are meeting to talk about it and recognize right off the bat that there is no simple solution, it is a sign that others are beginning to recognize what frontline security has known for a while now. Complex problems do not yield to single solutions. The real question is what lever to pull next. The real question is whether we are ready to align responsibilities, authority, training standards, and resources in a way that reflect operational reality. This requires national dialogue, professional standards. It requires recognizing security as a legitimate component of public safety, not simply a buffer that when other systems are overwhelmed. Security has no single answer. It never did. The question now is, can we rebuild it accordingly and make it stronger?